I still
I'm
first?
about to be out of my drink.
Oh shit! You should get in my one.
Dude, who drinks White Claws, man? I don't get it. I've never understood it. Those
I
little
just drink
carbonated
them.
drinks fucking suck.
I just drink them when they're here.
Yeah, that's valid, I guess. Although I heard mango is good, and I never had that one, so maybe I need to try that one.
All right, this is fucking scuffed, dude. Rob's disappearing every time he moves an inch. Eric's borderline doing the same. Half
I
of
haven't
Ron is in
disappeared
color.
once.
The other half is black and white.
I'm
Yeah,
black
I
and white
don't know
again.
what's going on with your fucking camera, dog.
How do I fix it? What do I
You need to go buy a new 8K camera and fucking set it up for your stream.
Oh my god, Rob disappeared.
I'm telling you, dude.
Rob went and got another White Claw.
Sure did.
Yo, let's call off tomorrow, Ron. You got new days, dude.
Think
New
you said
year.
You got nudes.
New
Sound
year,
like you
new
said you got
days.
nudes.
Do it.
I mean, dead ass. You fucking don't go. I will call in.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
No! Why did
Now
you
it's
do
on
that?
Eric.
Why did you do that? I thought you were just gonna be a complete.
I mean, I would rather not use my days or right at this fucking start of January, but I mean, I can.
No, I can't.
Why can't
Yeah.
you?
But I am going to have to schedule a dentist appointment within maybe next week. And I always try to set them on Fridays.
I'd
So
rather go to work than go to the dentist. Just gonna throw that out there.
I might just look to see if there's PTO then. Yeah, tell me what day it is, and I might just take the day off and use my PTO.
I might tell them tomorrow. We'll see. I actually need to call a dentist tomorrow, then get a day, and then I'll let you know. But I always try scheduling them for a Friday or a Monday, just so you get that extra.
Yeah, since we didn't do that Mexico trip, I got extra PTO now.
Thought you are going.
I thought you were going.
We're going to Mexico in like October, but we were gonna go twice. Like it was gonna be this trip and then again in October when they get married.
What the hell?
All right, we're up, boys.
A lot of Mexico.
We live? Let's go. All right.
Ron, what you drinking? What you thinking?
Oh shit! I'm first. I'm on the spot. You know, it's a special day. It's a special
Why you
occasion.
shake your head when you
no.
talk? You just like shiver your head back and forth.
No, dude, I was actually watching videos. I told you guys this that I do that.
He has
It's
a
like
tick.
it's a really weird thing. No, exactly
That,
what Rob's
and
doing.
he rips his lips apart.
Like
I actually don't
He
do it
gets
as much
like this
anymore.
with his
I think it
hair.
was because of the mustache.
like
But
Charles.
drinking Angel's Envy. Hey, let's go, Eric.
You're a piece of shit.
Must be a
dude.
special occasion, huh?
What, you gonna gag when you sip on that?
No, it's good. It's tasty. It really is good. I just
Never again.
I
Try
told
doing
you
something
guys.
nice.
She did that blind taste test and came in third. But do you know Jefferson's Ocean?
No,
Well, that one you should try it. That's the one I like the most.
I'll give it a try. Right now
Whoa.
I'm sipping on
he didn't
some
say what he was
sweet.
thinking.
Oh yeah, what are you thinking? I forgot.
Oh, what am I thinking? Oh, fantasy football champion, hopefully.
Oh god.
I
We're
mean,
We're off air.
it's
We're off
looking
air.
pretty
We're going
good
off
for
the
me.
air.
I got a 98%. ESPN thinks I'm gonna win too.
ESPN,
know, hard fought
ESPN also
season.
said Falcons had a 99.9% chance of winning twice this season. Where they
Damn.
I hope
We
it
all
comes
lose.
true. I am drinking some red wine.
Is that one
red.
bottle?
Yeah, it's still the
Red
same bottle.
wine out in the woods with Jaeger. Nice.
Absolutely, roughing it.
You guys
And
going fucking hunting later?
of course. And all I'm thinking about is Tarkov. That's literally it. Just nonstop Tarkov. I wish I didn't have a job because I could play it all day, every day, nonstop. I feel sick. That's about it.
Rob,
I'm drinking some Claw, and I'm thinking, can't wait for my puppy.
Oh, I
shit!
thought you
I
were gonna say
forgot about
Tarkov.
you got a
No,
You got a
So did
puppy?
I.
getting a puppy for my sister. Her
what
dog
kind of
you
puppy
got
is it?
pregnant.
Yeah, when is that?
God, do you guys remember? Why
I
do I
don't know. If
forget
we
every
remember,
time?
we wouldn't ask you.
I remember the dog. The dog is a Pyrenees, right?
Pyrenees, Great Pyrenees. I don't know why I can't remember that name.
Well, when are you getting it?
February, like first week. So it's still got a month.
You know what you do? You get it a little bit later in February. Snag it as a Valentine's Day gift. You're already off the hook.
True.
He's got to be on the podcast. First podcast when you got him.
Fact.
You got to hold him.
Sounds good.
Got to hold him throughout it.
Well, boys, I am drinking the finest of fine since 1919.
What is this?
Aged vanilla A&W root beer, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
Whoa.
It wasn't aged. It was established in
It was
1919.
aged vanilla, made with aged vanilla. Yes, it was. It was made in 1919.
Vanilla root beer, that's good. I mean, it is tasty.
Put some ice cream in that.
Ooh,
Bitch.
facts. I need a cold mug though for that. That's the only way to do it. I'm thinking that I've been off for the last 2 weeks, and I go back to work tomorrow, and that's gonna really suck.
Oh.
It's gonna be really hard to get up and
Yep.
yell at teenagers and tell them to be quiet and sit down and do their work. But I'm looking forward to being awake before 2 o'clock again. That's gonna be nice.
I
I
know
hate
how you
sleeping
feel.
in. I feel like a bum.
Yeah, Eric and I were literally just talking about that. Like, there's nothing to look forward to in the next coming months. Like, no
Yeah,
holidays
there
really.
is. I got Martin Luther King Day, which is a day off from work for me.
That's still like, isn't that
No,
March?
it's, no,
I think that. When is that?
January 20th something, I think. Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
No, it's February,
I
right?
don't know. I'm looking.
Say a different month, Rob.
Isn't Black History Month and Martin Luther King Day in the same month?
I think it's April.
Monday, January 18th.
Okay, so you do have a day coming up. I don't get that day off,
Welcome
unfortunately.
to the public school system. Get it off.
Can take it off. Eric can take it off. We can all play Tarkov with CP.
I'll just keep grinding away and
When hell freezes
I'll get to
over,
it.
Would CP kill us? What do you guys think? Over or under?
for sure.
Yep.
I think he would just get mad and
No,
intentionally
it's not that
kill
I'm against
somebody
it. I've
like
just
one
been
of us.
grinding out Valorant lately. I actually almost bought it the other night, but
That's true. That's what
But
I'd be
then-
thinking, dude. You got
yeah,
Immortal.
I hit Immortal, and then I was streaming and had decent viewership, a whopping 5, and
I mean, that's
yeah.
actually good.
there were people talking, and I didn't want to bounce off of that.
Nice.
So, I mean,
Well, hopefully they like Valorant videos. So they're about to get one.
yeah, I've been
It's
plugging.
true.
It. So we've gained like 4 or 5 subs out of it since like the weekend.
Yeah, I think
All
we're
right.
at 7.
Moving on, Eric, you wanted to talk about Valorant, I think. I mean Tarkov.
Not Valorant. Nope, definitely Tarkov. The number one game currently that has
Drops.
been for.
Drops.
I mean, for sure drops. But
Oh man.
the number one game on Twitch.
Drops and new wipe. I
Yes.
think it's just the kind of game where people play it for a month or two, and then they get to the point where they have the hard ass missions and they just give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once it gets wiped, they come back.
Well, there's a
Yes.
game that's well. What about Tarkov? Did you want to talk about? Is there anything specific? You're in mind, or just wanted to bring it up?
Well, about like how good of a job they do with this, like as far as big streamers, like a bunch of big streamers have their own items in the game, and I'm sure you don't know about the CP, but they have like their own items, right? Like Dr. Lupo has a can of beans. It's called Dr.
I heard y'all say
Lupo's
that. I was
beans,
wondering if there was a
right?
connection. I figured there was.
And then there's like cotton. You get a cotton like little ski mask or something. So all the big streamers have little items that are super rare
Do
to
they have a
find,
glass bong
and you
call
have
it
to
Summit?
get. They should. Wait,
They
what is
actually should.
some? No,
They have
Summit has
The
a
phone.
1G phone.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
called the Summit 1G
Oh, he really
phone.
I'm
does have one?
surprised the
Yeah.
doc doesn't have like a little flip phone that he pulls out, or some shades or something.
I don't think he really plays Tarkov.
That's true. It's probably
If he played it more, he for sure would have something. But you have to collect all those little streamers' items in order to like beat the game at the very end. So it's like something actually really important
so
that
there's
you
an
have
actual
to
like,
get.
story mode to it. It's not just you land, you
Oh,
collect
yeah.
items.
It's all like a bunch of missions.
Yeah,
there's
you collect missions or storylines that like
See,
go
I
to
thought you guys were
them.
just flying into the same world trying to collect items and turn that shit into money. Like, all right, now I got 600,000. Now I got 650. Oh, I died. I lost that 50,000.
No,
Brings another
no,
little
there's
aspect to
just
the game.
there's more to it. But I
it
wanted
really is a
to
cool game.
ask. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but if you were a big streamer and they wanted you to have an item in the game based off your personality or whatever, what would your item be?
Start with someone else because I have to think about this.
I said mine would either have to be a tin of chew, like E Hutz's fucking grizzly
E-Hut's
can or
Chew would
something,
not be bad, yeah.
or something Bears related. Like, what if you could find like a little Bears football or something?
Or even like a deflated football might be kind of cool. Like it's I don't
I
know,
think
something like that, or like a pigskin.
I've got two
Yeah.
items that I think it would go to. It either one be like a poker chip or something, coach's chip.
Ooh, that would be good for
Or
you.
Coach's
Good
shit.
one.
That actually
Either
sounds
that or like a wooden bat or something that has like some writing on it, maybe some spike strips at the end or something.
They could definitely do a
Nice.
bat too, because there's like melee weapons in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
So probably something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what mine would be. Either
What is yours,
like
Rob?
a butterfly knife or maybe just like a tanto, like a short little katana.
Yeah.
good. That would
Yeah.
be dope.
Rob's got like
was
in his
saying it-
background. He doesn't can't see it right now, but if you took the picture, he's got like swords and shit hanging on his wall.
True.
Been meaning to ask you about that.
Does.
You
Rob
wanna
loves
ask,
swords.
CP?
Like I forgot until you brought it up.
I was gonna
Japanese
say
people were good with swords. It's pretty badass. Good at making
Pro-
swords. Alright,
probably like a
go on.
can of beer for me, and just have like the cringiest name on it because you guys always give me a
Yeah.
hard time
Wizard
with that.
cock.
Yeah, something IPA, like Ron's
Wizard's
PA or
cocks.
something. I don't know. You drink it. You
Ron
start
and Gun
you start-
IPA.
when you drink it, you just instantly vom. Something like that.
Or you instantly say, "Stop it!" Come on, fucking Fruity Loop.
Fruity
Oh.
Loop don't drink IPAs.
The other cool shit that I was gonna mention is so like with Valorant, they did like everyone could do drops. In other games, they'll do like just the top streamers just because they know they're getting views. But this game, if you grind this game and you love this game, they'll give you drops, even if you're not like one of the top streamers
Well-
in the world. Just because they respect the fact that you love their
Valorant,
game.
Valorant
Yeah.
started off not all streamers did it, and then they changed it to where anyone who streams it got access to doing it.
True.
So
But like with Valorant, they picked very big
Yeah.
names just because they're
Yeah.
big names for no other reason.
Like
But-
even people that don't really even care about the game, right? Like I remember there's a lot of people that were streaming that
Mhm.
game that probably haven't played it since. They're only streaming it for the drops, like to get the viewership from
That's
drops.
like the same thing
Yep.
with COD. That was a huge drama thing where people were getting like COD like creator codes, and people were saying some of the people that got them didn't deserve
and
it
the
or
people
something.
that deserved them didn't get 'em.
Also,
People like Scumpy didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't you say
I forgot.
Scumpy?
One for a long time.
Yeah,
Company, yeah.
So
that's
weird.
crazy.
Take it even a step further, they give people time slots. So like you're getting almost every viewer for that time slot. So it really
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
that one person out with growing their channel.
Well, it's,
Yeah, there are people I have never heard of at all. There's a guy
Yeah.
that I was watching earlier. I mean, maybe it's just shame on me for not knowing him, but he doesn't even have a face cam, and he's at like 150,000 viewers
sounds
right now.
like Lyric, most likely.
No, it's not Lyric. It's Anton. I have no
Uh,
idea who he is. Maybe I'm just ignorant, but
No, I
Yeah.
don't recognize that
I
name.
still
either.
can't
say
believe
Corpse
Lyric
too, but
pulls
he
that
only
off.
streams Among Us.
Crazy to me.
yeah. it's
I do
true.
not like watching streams without face cam.
Me
It's,
neither.
it's very
Same.
hard
It-
to
it just-
grow that way.
And like
Yeah.
it's hard to relate.
You gotta have something that stands out
But,
like that. Like, have you guys heard of Corpse, the guy from Among Us that blew up?
Yeah.
voice.
He took off just because of how deep and like radio like his voice is, and he plays the game, and he
Well-
grew to like over 1 million subs like just in the last like 6 months because of it.
Wait, what's going on?
Are you laughing at
Ron-
me?
Ron just waved off Brenda.
Yeah, Trying to bring in my Jimmy
Get
John.
out,
and
Brenda.
my dogs are freaking out outside, and I just don't know
Okay.
how. Should I just get up and go
Freaky
take them out
fast
really quick?
delivery, dude.
No, let him bark.
Bring them in.
But the thing
Um,
about Corpse, to be fair, really quick, just to close out this topic, the thing to be fair about Corpse is his music was blowing up on TikTok before he
Mm,
started playing games
Forgot about that.
on Among
Forgot
Us.
he
Yeah,
had
yeah,
music.
and he's the reason he doesn't use a face cam. He says he has some type of disability that he doesn't want to like share. That where he
Oh, okay.
and he can't play games that are like high fast twitch muscle fibers. Like he can only play games like Among Us because of he gets aches and pains in his wrists and his arms and his knees and stuff. So he can only play games where
Wow, I
it
did
doesn't
not
take
know
a
that.
lot of movement. There's more on this, so I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to speak on it too much. But yeah, I watched like a short clip about it.
Yeah.
That'd be shitty.
That also, you guys watched Rob? I know you have. His name was Alpha TV or something like that. Alpha YouTube. He made a bunch of like tutorials on how to like improve your stream layouts and your what kind of like your reviewed mics. He has like millions of subs, and he's a huge streamer, big YouTuber. You guys ever heard of him? Rob, I know you.
I
I
don't
have
think
not.
so.
Okay, this guy is massive, and he makes like all the Twitch tutorials that people like. If you were to search like,
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
see the dude with the intense
Yeah, with the
hair?
intense. Yeah, and he has.
And he has a super nice
Yeah.
camera. He's always in like perfect
Yes,
focus and his
yes, that guy.
background's blurred.
He
Shit always
announced
looks
he
good.
is shutting down his main channel, which has like 2 million subs, something like that, and he's actually transitioning it over to I forget what it's called, like Beats something. And he is the person who created. He bought a house that has a studio in it, and he's creating free stream music for Twitch. And Twitch has partnered with him, and he's already got like over 150 playlists created of copyright free
Damn.
music for streaming on Twitch, so you don't get DMCA'd.
Wow.
Guy's
Yeah.
killing it.
Yeah, that's literally taking advantage of a situation. Like that's so smart.
But he had a good following, so he's able to like take time off to focus on this stuff because he's made enough to buy a house with like this huge studio that he's building. I watched like an update video, and it's pretty cool.
Is he like inviting artists to come in and
I
make?
don't know that much. I'm
songs?
sure he'll have some type of something worked out. I'm sure there's a lot of legalities as far as like record labels and stuff go, but surely he'll have something worked out that way.
Do you guys like it when music is played on streams?
Yeah, I miss when
Yes.
you're able. I mean, not like constant, but in like
Like in
Yeah.
the
It
pregame
depends who I'm
lobbies and stuff
watching.
like that?
yeah.
It doesn't make or
Yeah.
break,
Doesn't.
but it depends who I'm watching.
It's just like
Yeah, I agree with that.
it's got to be, I don't know, like like good
Because
music.
if
Like
I'm
I don't know.
watching,
The only problem with it is like if it's a song I don't like if I genuinely don't like the music they're playing, I might click off.
they
the
should have an
stream.
option to where you can control whether or
Yeah.
not you hear the music. That'd be a good software to have.
That'd be crazy.
Tell
Yeah,
that to the big streamers. Maybe we should end the podcast and work on that software right now. You know?
it's true. And they're kind of getting close with that because there's something where like whenever I load up a Twitch stream, there are some like commands on the
Yeah.
side. Do you guys ever get those buttons on the
Mhm.
stream where like some stuff can hide and some stuff
Yeah,
can
they've
show?
got like the
Yeah.
betting,
Yeah.
like the predictions and stuff you can do, and you can like win your channel points, and
Yeah.
that's a lot of. But they've done a good job with their integration. You guys were talking.
Yeah, they're getting kids addicted to gambling with those little betting channel points.
Dude,
Thanks a lot.
probably.
Was it T. Martin and Banks, 2014?
Oh, yeah, they kicked it off.
That got recycled
Yeah, they
recently.
brought it up.
Yeah, I don't
It
know
was
what
'cause
happened.
Banks came out and said that they only did it to like fund their Counter-Strike team, and they were making like millions a month on it, and was like this was
Damn.
like last year, and he was like hooting and hollering about like boasting about it, and people were like, yeah, that's fucked up. You still like screwed people over.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about like developer support and games that were being hot, and it's like Tarkov being like the hottest game. I was thinking about it. A game that has a ton of developer support right now, that is probably one of the hottest games out, and it's gonna sound weird, but it's true, is
What?
Rust.
Don't
Oh.
say it.
Oh,
Oh,
They
I
are
thought you were gonna
killing
say
it. They
Counter-Strike.
partnered with Offline
Yeah.
TV, so because the problem with that game is it's super toxic. I know me and Eric have played it. I don't know if you guys have or not. That game is so much fun.
Dabbled.
It's like a significantly better version
Dabbled.
of Raft. And
No,
they,
for sure. It's
they
a
made
great
this-
game. It's just I don't know why we didn't stick with it. It's like it's just not a cup of tea. Not a cup of tea thing. It wasn't popular
No,
when we
you-
were
Dude.
playing it. It wasn't.
Well, no, we at that point we weren't even filming for videos. We were just playing to have fun, I think.
I
Oh,
think we
okay.
should go back and
Or wait, no, we were recording.
It
so
wasn't a
yeah.
hot game. It wasn't like it's hot now because all the top people are playing
but
it.
the reason they're playing
Yeah,
is
at
because
the time it
They're
wasn't.
like all on the same island.
they made
kinda
the
weird.
Yeah.
server. Well, that's
It's like
because
a giant
they're
group of
playing
friends.
together. But they made the
Yeah.
server smaller, so there's less people. It's less toxic, and they integrated like new things that you can do with the command. Like I know the one thing, there was like an air support that you can call in. There's like some of the servers, they had a police station, and like they had made it kind of like role play based and stuff. I don't know, something to look into and potentially play. So
For sure.
I love
Yeah.
Rust. It has a special place in my heart. I like the game a lot. It's just unfortunate the last time we attempted to play it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Remember that dude's videos we would watch? Plug him? What's that guy?
Bro.
Do you remember Eric?
Frost. Yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
Frost. That's right. That's right.
Frost. He is like
Well-
the greatest YouTube videos
Like,
ever.
trap
on
races
Rust.
and
For
stuff,
sure
or
on
what?
Rust. No,
Oh,
it's like
you
dude,
gotta watch it. It's so sweet.
I
It
can
makes,
link
like,
you a
movies.
video.
Yeah.
It's basically a movie. and it's so
Oh.
good. It's just
I'll
so
have to check
good.
him out.
Well, the thing too with that, there was a guy that made it deep into phase like top 20 or top 50. I don't know what it broke down. It was like 100 and maybe 25 and then where it's at now, but there was a guy that made it, I think at least in the top 100 that played Rust, which I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, damn, like phase is
I can believe
for
that.
real that anybody could
They've
kind
been
of get
announcing
in.
their top 5 lately. I saw the top 4, but I didn't see if they announced the 5th.
The 5th was, I think it was King, and I think he is foreign, and he's like crazy at Fortnite. He's cracked at Fortnite. You guys see that TikTok all the time?
Yeah. There's one
Um,
guy on TikTok that remakes the same video every time,
really?
but he'll be like in a school, at a playground, in a McDonald's, and he does he like takes that exact same voice line.
That voice line?
So the
yeah.
dad and his
No, it
child did
was-
not make it then.
I don't know
Yeah.
who the hell made it. Oh,
Well,
you're
so-
talking about the phase
Yeah.
5.
Okay, that guy you linked earlier, Rob, the dude with the chopper. That dude made it. What is that guy's name?
Joshy?
Neo,
Something.
maybe? I think it
Oh,
was
really?
Neo. Wait, is it Neo?
I thought it was Joshy or something. I can look.
I want to say it's Neo. And then, yeah, that King dude made it from Fortnite. But then I don't know if you guys saw, but they did a little surprise thing at the end.
I did
with
not see it.
they recruited 6 people, and they let Scope in,
That's,
Mm.
see,
who grinding
It's
for a very
Neo.
long time. Neo, that's what's up.
my
Neo.
friend Pride, who you guys know who he is, he was in Phase as an editor. He was like the leader of all the editors. Tweeted out the other day, he goes, I don't have any inside information, but I do have a hunch that Phase is going to announce not just a 5th player, but a 5th and 6th player. It's just the kind of thing they do. So it's funny that they actually did,
Yeah.
that he called it.
That is funny.
I
Well,
wonder
and
if they're mad at him.
people really wanted that dude in. I haven't really watched much of his videos, but the COD sniping community, he claims, because I did watch a couple of his videos because he got in. I was like, let me check him out. He said sniping's bigger than it's ever been. Like, is that still a thing? Is it just not on my feed? Because I don't see the montages as much as I used to.
I think it's a younger
Maybe.
generation thing still. Like I think that's probably where it's at. But I mean, I think Warzone sniping's big. Like I always see Warzone sniping clips.
Yeah,
I don't see like someone running around getting quad feeds and like in
that's his style.
lobby
That's what
to
he's
lobby.
doing, and his videos are doing well. So I don't
Hmm.
know.
Probably a younger thing
Yeah,
because it's just all reactions. I think
Yeah.
once you get older, you start playing more like thought.
Tarkov.
Like you, well, not just Tarkov, but like you get into GBs because you got to think more, outthink people.
yeah.
But when you're younger, you're just reacting. Going back to Rust.
Yeah.
Anyone find out what happened to Shroud in that Rust clip?
Oh,
Oh
God.
my God, yeah.
He had a
I don't know, man.
I'm genuinely worried. This is terrifying. I watched that video like 10 times. I'm scared for his mental
I
health.
think there was a
I hope it was just like a
there
joke.
was a glitch.
Well,
I
explain
think there was
the
a
clip,
glitch in
just
the
so-
Matrix. Is what happened.
You're talking about the water
Yeah,
bottle
he
clip, right?
spills a little bit like this,
Do it.
and then he looks down, and then he just starts pouring it all over himself, and he like looks around,
Yeah.
like he doesn't know where he is, and then he just stares off in the distance for a second, then sets it down and goes back to gaming.
So weird.
So creepy.
There's the blip in the simulation, as Elon Musk would say.
Yeah.
Dude, and then who's playing Rust right now? Is it really all
Like
those people?
everybody.
Like is Valkyrie on Rust?
Probably.
Yeah.
Valkyrie,
Yeah,
XQC,
she has been.
Valkyrie. What about Myth?
Myth,
Yes,
Pokemon, Greek,
Sykuno.
In the chat?
Tim, everybody.
Probably. I don't know about that.
How would
but
you
yeah.
feel? Doc's just always doing his own thing. Sometimes I feel bad
That's
for him.
because
He is so much
because
older
people
though.
can't play with them. Who are mostly streaming on Twitch.
Yeah,
Uh,
true. I forgot about that.
Dude, but remember, like, okay, so all those top people, that's how I'm gonna kind of segue into what I wanted to talk about was Fall Guys. Remember when Fall Guys was so hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember, because I think we talked about it in one of our previous podcasts where they were doing a donation to charity to get a skin in the game.
Yeah,
Do you remember
Mr.
that?
Beast and
Mhm.
Ninja were going back and forth or whatever.
Yeah, so 4 people went in to combine for $1 million. Do you guys remember the 4 people?
Nope.
It was
Mr.
Ninja,
Beast.
Aim
that right?
Labs, yeah, Mr. Beast, and then G2. They just now got their skins,
Wow.
Well,
like
That's
not too
so-
long ago. Yeah, so it's like they each spent $250,000 to get a skin in a game.
Oh,
I mean, for charity. So I mean,
Yeah, but
for charity.
still,
So
that took like what, like
that's still
5
good,
months
but
probably.
at the same time, they were doing it to get a skin too, to kind of promote themselves a little bit. I know it's a good cause, but they're definitely trying to promote themselves a little bit, getting a skin in the game.
for sure.
So now they get the skin, and now the game's kind of dead, man. It's at like 10K views. You know what I mean? Like on
I
Twitch.
watched a video of a guy who recreated to a T Fall Guys, the entire game from scratch, from a blank
Really?
canvas to building the game, writing the code, everything in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And the
Damn.
graphics were a little worse, but the gameplay looked like it was way more fun than the actual game. I'm like, if he can do that in 24 hours, they can't get 4 character skins in 5 months?
Well, that's what Jake Lucky was saying. He was like, "How hard is it to make a skin? Like, why did it take so long? Maybe the money transaction took forever or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's like it's a shame that the game has kind of fallen off. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how games can spike and fall so fast.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
at 3,000 viewers right now on Twitch.
Jesus.
You know, there's some
Yeah.
dude out
It's
there
rough.
that's still just grinding away, like, it's gonna come back. It's gonna be good again.
Well, like we didn't I mean, we talked about it. We didn't put like eggs in the basket, but it was definitely a conversation. We were like, should we be playing this game? Like we definitely talked about it.
No,
I
I knew
mean,
that shit
we
was
should
dying.
have. Yeah, I mean, not for a long period of time, but I think we should have made videos
I
on the
think for
game.
YouTube,
Yeah.
we should make videos on hot games. I think for streaming, we should not be streaming the hot games. That's my
Not be streaming
Yes.
hot games to try
True.
and catch
Kind
some
of.
people. Yeah.
If you
I don't know.
if you've ever watched any like advice videos from people who are streamers, every single big streamer, every single person who's had success on Twitch has said don't stream big games. The chances of you getting noticed
like
are
stream
growing.
the niche.
And,
like the
yeah,
niche
and
games.
unless you're going to be a pro, like unless you are borderline pro or are pro at the game, you're not going to get noticed from it. It's very unlikely. If you're going to get noticed, it's going to be from another source, whether it be Reddit or YouTube or something like that.
Something blow up, yeah. I'm going
It's
to
like,
Smite.
Why do you think?
Oh,
You could probably build a good 10, 15, maybe 20 viewers consistently.
I honestly probably could, because I'm like literally so good at Smite. You know, I'm a beast.
yikes!
You'd think that you play against PC kids.
Good point. We were on the Xbox. That is a really good point. What if I'm just getting mollywopped?
All the
You
people
would
that can't make it in League just drip over into Smite, just so
Or-
they can beat up on kids.
Or
Bunch of little
Dota, right?
Tyler ones just running around everywhere.
Yeah, I guess Dota would be the first. Dota's still probably the most popular, which is crazy to me because I never
Really?
see anything about it.
No Dota clips on my timeline or
They have
anything.
like the most
don't see
highest
League
prize
either.
pool.
I see League.
I also want to take it back a step. You guys were talking about Ninja,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, G2, yada yada. Was on
Mhm.
topic of Mr. Beast, you just hit 50 million subs, dude. That is a astronomical number.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And,
He's doing
and he
everything
did
right.
YouTube Rewind 2020, which was kind of a letdown, but it's both the fact that he tried.
Well, it was good. It was just
I
fast.
think-
There's no one that doesn't like him, and I mean, he's done a great job at promoting and doing good videos that
I
people want
went
to see.
back. Go
Like,
ahead.
who doesn't want to see, like, for instance, he did the planting the trees one,
Yeah.
like trying to like save the earth. Who would disagree with that? He did one where he's like adopting all the puppies from puppy shelters. Like, it's just genius videos
He's
to make
also
that
Yeah.
everyone could like. Like, he's past like gamers. He's just like he's massive.
He's also like grown as a personality. You can tell like when he first started off, he was growing. He was
Awkward.
awkward. I watched one of his first ever like viral videos, which is where he like gave a homeless guy $10,000. And when he's recording it, you can see him like keep looking back and forth. He's like, "Well, we're like YouTubers, so like," and she's like, "Wow, this is really hard to watch," but it turned out well for him, obviously. And then now you see him make
Yeah.
these videos, and he's super enthusiastic. Like he's very confident and like direct. So it's good to see.
I don't know how true it is, but I was watching like the Courage and Nate Shot show, like that podcast that they do.
Mm.
And Courage was saying that Mr. Beast just like invests in himself a lot. Like he'll get X amount of money for a video, earn that much money on a video, and then he'll put like all that money he earned on that video into another
That's-
video to get more money on that video.
Yeah,
That's
he
what,
says
like
he
that.
spends every dollar that he makes into other videos. There's just no way that's completely true.
But
I mean,
I'm
I'm
sure he
sure-
puts
Yeah,
a lot in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sure he puts probably the overwhelming majority. Like, don't I'm sure he's doing just fine, but he's probably putting a lot of money. I mean, for instance, the Nelk Boys said the same thing that they haven't made. I was just listening to a couple of them talking. They're saying that they haven't made a single dollar off the Nelk Boys brand in over like 2 years because every cent they get, they put right back into the
The
company.
merch. Well, the merch
Wow.
makes a ridiculous amount. I know Steve. I
Yeah.
know Steve will do it. Had a merch drop, and he made like 2 million in 1 month just on his merch. So
Damn.
that's why he can go out and lose 300 grand in Vegas like a degenerate. I don't know if you guys heard about that or not. This dude,
No, I've
No,
seen
I
their
this
love
dude
gambling
went to
that.
videos, but
Vegas.
no.
What?
Wait,
No,
all of them? All the Nelk
just
boys,
Steve.
or
It was Steve, like his
oh, okay.
friend or video editor or someone, and his uncle, or he calls him his uncle. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're wild. They're crazy. And he's gambling, and he loses 20 grand cash that he had with him, like, instantly. Borrows 30K from the casino, loses that. He's down 50K, and Dana White's texting him, and he's like, yo, how's it going? He's like, not good. He's like, how much you in? He goes, I'm down 50K. And then Dana White says to him, hold on, I'll be there shortly. And then Dana White shows up to
What?
the casino, sits at the blackjack table, starts playing. Dana White's down $240,000, wins it all back, ends up winning like 300 something $1,000, gives Steve like 30, 40, $50,000 in chips, goes, here's your money back, pay off your debts, keep going. Well, Steve's an idiot, takes that 50K and loses it instantly at the casino and end up losing 300K.
Jesus.
That's rough.
Well, okay. My first question: you said they got a $30,000 loan from the casino?
When you're that high, yeah.
Is that what you
So
said?
when you're that high roller of status, you get credit lines with the casino. Like they give you whatever
Oh
you
my
want.
god! I didn't even know that was
So
a
they know
thing.
that you have the funds and they know that you're good for it. So they have like your bank account information, whatever. And you're like, hey, give me another 10K, give me another 15K, and they just give it to you right there, so you don't have to keep going back if you hit your withdrawal limits or you can't go to the bank and pull out cash. They just
Yeah.
front it to you and then you pay them back.
Holy shit! I didn't know that was
Dude,
a thing.
you want to listen to how gangster Dana White is? Dana White's like almost a professional gambler. He plays blackjack. He goes into these casinos at times and he'll win millions of dollars. And he literally has YouTube videos of him walking out with like over $1 million in chips and going and cashing them in and shit. But he wins so often, so much that certain casinos have started banning him. He's banned by like 8 casinos or something
Yeah.
in Vegas. And as soon as they ban him, he pulls UFC from their venues.
Nice.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh my!
How
To be
crazy
fair,
is
he did say like whenever that happens, they're very professional and very respectful about it. But they tell him that if he's gonna play, they're gonna cap what he can bet because it's just too big of a hit on them. He's like, they're very nice. They want me to, they
Shit.
allow me to stay, but betting lower amounts, but I'm not gonna play for that amount. So they just say, all right, we can't take your bet.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying
No,
they
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
like fucking throwing him
Yeah.
out the door or anything, but I just think it's so
No, it
gangster
is.
where it's like, okay, you want to make it so I can't gamble at your casino? Well, you're not getting any revenue from my billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
He's dude,
Love Dana White.
Isn't he older?
Dana White?
Like,
No, not really.
40s, 50s,
Like how old?
40s maybe.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that still seems
early
so
40s
old
or late.
to be
or-
hanging out with Steve. Will do it. I don't
Oh,
understand that
It's all a
relationship.
branding thing. For
They
that.
they
It's
they,
gotta
they
be.
partnered with the UFC. They're the only
Yeah,
they're
it's
the
a
only merch they're
dream come true
they're
for
only
both of
they're
them,
the only
probably.
merchandise company to ever partner with the UFC.
Yep.
Let's see, Dan.
It's just a branding thing. It's gonna bring more eyes to the UFC. UFC will bring more eyes to the Nug Boys.
Dana-
Probably just
Dana,
a
Dana
partnership.
White got Nelk Boys on Air Force One with Trump.
I
And
saw
on-
that. I saw that.
Dana White's 51. He was born in 1969.
That's what's happening in America.
Ooh, man, that's true. Did you guys see the tweet from Jack or from the guy who created Twitter? It was like encrypted
What?
coding.
Oh.
It was just nothing but code. And it was a copy of the first ever Bitcoin that was ever mined. And the creator, the guy who like created Bitcoin or like the idea of it, he encoded in the first ever Bitcoin, like basically it was supposed to be like a troll, but it was towards like Times what was it? New York Times Journal or whatever, or newspaper, like the headline of it, and so in the code it was encrypted. It said, The Times, January 3rd, 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Basically saying, fuck the corporate banks, fuck corporate America, or corporate, central banking. And he tweeted out, and people were freaking out, didn't know what the fuck it meant. And then people were able to piece it together, and it was pretty interesting to see the guy who's the leader, the guy who created Twitter, tweeting stuff like that out.
I know zero about Bitcoin. It's so foreign to me, but it seems like such a roller coaster in the ups and downs. Like I was just seeing on Twitter, apparently it just tanked horribly like a couple days ago.
I thought it was about to break 30K the other day.
It was at an all-time high just the past couple of weeks. Like it was going up, and then I was just reading, I think it was yesterday, that it's just plummeted terribly.
It started off.
I know nothing about it to get involved.
It slowly builds and then peaks and tanks, and it just keeps doing that over and over again.
Yeah.
But every single time it gets higher. And people are saying by 2021 it's supposed to hit 6 figures per Bitcoin.
It's crazy, especially since it start.
How about we all buy a Bitcoin and then we'll see where we're at.
Let's all go into a Bitcoin together.
Drop 25K.
Wish.
I mean, is that like?
It's not even worth it now, because think about it. You spend 25,000 on a Bitcoin, it hits 100,000. Yeah, you made 75,000.
Yeah,
But you're not at the point where it was 5 cents for a Bitcoin, and you're going to be retired for life.
It is currently at its highest ever amount right now. One Bitcoin costs $33,056.70.
Sure.
Yeah. So, still want to buy a Bitcoin?
Damn.
Or
no, I honestly want nothing to do with it. I know nothing about it.
I wish I knew that shit. I wish I knew stocks and everything. Like, since I'm on TikTok, I'm getting those fucking videos, dude. And literally, like, scam. Tesla stock. Is that shit real or fake? Like, I saw something that was like
public.
This dude made a TikTok video. It said 2019, I could have bought a Tesla for $75,000, or I could have bought Tesla stock for $75,000. And if you bought Tesla stock for $75,000 instead of buying a Tesla, then you were like $500,000 or something like that.
Tesla stock's probably like three.
That guy's point is invest your money instead of buying things.
Instead of buying an item, yeah.
That's his general point.
Tesla stock right now is $705. Let's see the market.
Tesla keeps going up. It keeps
going crazy.
Its lowest point in the last year was $70, so it is grown exponentially.
Dude, so then I watched that video. So then TikTok's like, "Oh, you like Tesla stock videos?" So I got another one where it's rumored that Apple and Tesla are gonna like partner. Which, if that happens, dude, Apple does everything right. They really do. They know how to sell shit. So I would feel confident buying a Tesla stock.
You know what's going to happen?
Regardless, because that's how it's. Dude, you like it or not, the majority of people, I think, in the future, it's going to be all electric cars. There's no doubt about it. Especially because that shit they didn't exactly in California. It was by
like 2030 something?
2031 or something. You're not allowed to have a gas-powered car anymore in LA.
By law.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, how do you buy a stock? You just go to like stocks.com and put in your credit card?
For an adult, I'm so surprised by how much non-adult you are.
Dude, I don't buy stocks. I don't know anything with stocks.
You can buy stocks, and it just depends on what kind of so you can get software for it, you can apps, all kinds of stuff to invest and trade in stocks. Go through a broker.
Download Robinhood, Ron.
Robinhood.
That's like an actual real one?
Yeah.
Acorn is what a lot of people start on too.
Acorn, you don't choose specific stocks. You choose a portfolio, and it invests for you.
Yeah, I'm saying that's where a lot of people start though. Just to get your toes dipped in the water, you can start off in Acorn, which is like super simple.
Robinhood is a very simple one to learn and enter into. If you want to get into that, I call that stock talk. By the way,
Ron. Yep, stock talk. Your Corsair mouse and keyboard. They just had an IPO like 3-4 months ago, or 3-4 weeks ago, maybe a little longer. That's an initial public offering. That's just like when they when they start offering stocks to people, to the general public.
Oh, so Corsair just went kind of live or something?
Yeah, basically. I bought some because they make good shit and they own Elgato, all the streaming equipment.
Okay.
And I bought it at $15 per share, and I bought 10 of them, so $150, not that much. But they're up to like 40 a share. So I made like 250
So,
bucks.
in other words, what Rob
Damn,
is trying to,
dude. I mean, that's the kind of shit I
in
want to
other
do.
words, what
man.
Rob's trying to say is the reason we don't have a 3D cinematics guy yet is because
Oh,
he
it's 'cause-
invested it.
Oh, whoa!
I hope that's true.
That's probably it right there.
Pump
That's
and
almost the
dump,
exact
dude.
amount.
Gamble.
I'm gonna sell it. I'll give you guys back your money. And then
And you did it on Robinhood.
Yeah.
And you get you
Dude,
can think you
I'm
get two. I
literally
think you
gonna
also get
download
2 free
that.
stocks on.
Fucking, I loaded up Myth's channel the other day, and I mean, Myth is listening to what I'm saying too, and he knows I like stocks, so he just randomly started talking about stocks, and he said someone donated and was like, "Hey Myth, do you have any advice to your streamers?" And he looked at the camera and he said, "Invest in Nvidia." That's literally what he
You
said.
should be careful with that, especially saying that on stream. It,
I don't know. He said it.
Insider trading.
well, maybe that, but also if you're not like a certified stock agent, whatever, I don't know if it be CPA or what,
Yeah.
you can get in trouble for giving advice for investments. So and
Yeah.
that stuff is taken real serious by the SEC.
But yeah, I don't know. I might look into it.
I'd say it probably if the Apple Tesla thing does happen, it would be a good idea because what's going to happen is
To get in
every
early.
single year you buy a Tesla, your Tesla's going to break down. You're going to have to buy a new one, and they're going to have a new plug for your car to charge it up.
Hell yeah.
Oh god.
The headphone
That's funny
jack's going
as
to be
shit.
different. The
Said that.
brakes are going to be different. The tires are going to be bigger. They're going to be made out of synthetic rubber.
Dude, it's already like that. Because literally with the industry that I'm in, with totaling out cars, literally if someone gets in an accident with a Tesla, it's so expensive to fix it because like parts are expensive, and literally like to work on the vehicle, it takes longer than usual. And I don't know, we
you
total
have
so
to
many
go through
Teslas
Tesla
just because it's so
if you
expensive.
try to go through someone else. So
Like a Tesla certified shop,
they
yeah.
don't have the parts and stuff at your at a normal dealership or normal car mechanic. You have to go through.
At Ron's
And
Body
if you try
Shop.
to go through like outside, like do it yourself, you can't. Like Tesla will try to shoot you down. They won't send you the parts to do it. There's actually a guy who made an entire video about how he repaired his Tesla for like less than $1,000, and he couldn't go anywhere to get it fixed. And Tesla was gonna try to charge him like $6,000 to fix it, and he just.
Is that on Vice?
It might have been Vice. Was like a kind of
I
like
think
a
I
light
saw
skinned
it.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, because he like goes around to junkyards to find pieces, and he's trying
Yep.
to like reverse engineer exactly how everything works, so he can start fixing people's
He's
shit.
like out on the phone with Tesla.
Damn.
And it's a really good watch if you haven't seen it. I'll have to find that and link it to you guys.
We got very sidetracked.
It was a good.
It was
yeah,
a
was
good
I thought
sidetrack.
that
It was a good
good
sidetrack.
Yeah, it
Correct.
was.
I'm gonna make some money now, you know?
I was gonna talk about fucking new Valorant agent. It's gonna be fun as shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
Dude.
Cannot
It
wait.
looks like a blend of Reyna and Omen combined.
I think it's a boy. I don't know
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is with you in Valorant CP, but I think you call every character.
Basically,
You
shit.
call
Which is-
CP calls who the hell's the bow dude?
Sova. Okay,
Yeah,
Sova's
Sova.
got long hair.
Sova. You call Sova a girl all
It's
the time.
kind of you see
Which
the
is weird
ponytail.
because most of the time people just say he no matter what because you're imagining a boy on the other end of the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
But for some reason, CP defaults to
I got
she.
girls in my mind, brother.
Well, when we played Smite, we would say she all the time
I
on
think it's
Smite.
because the majority
Really?
of the characters.
Just 'cause there's a lot of girl
the majority
gods
of the
on
characters on Valorant are girls. Viper, Jet, Ray,
no, I
Reyna,
think
think it's like 50-50.
Sky.
I think the boys just took the lead. It was tied before this new agent.
Well, we can't assume genders on Cypher and
What's
Omen.
Omen and Cypher?
Yeah.
Omen and Cypher.
They're
Cypher is
they're
a man,
binary.
dude.
Omen's not a human, just a
He's a
ghost
droid.
spirit.
No, so
Maybe
new
it's-
god. So what do you guys think? We all watched the video,
Yeah.
right?
Think it
CP,
looks
you were
awesome.
there, right?
Yeah, I saw.
I want to main him, so you guys can
And
play other
it's
people.
You
obviously a
say that
duelist,
with
isn't it?
every new person.
True.
You can't get off. You like Reyna, Rob. Stay with Reyna.
Oh, I like this guy
Yeah,
more.
get out of here. Me and
He's like
Ron.
a
me
legit
and Ron
ninja.
needed somebody new. That's who we need.
Eric
You
said he
guys got
wanted
the
to pick up
characters.
Reyna this season, anyways. So
No, I didn't. Did
You
I
can
say
take
that?
her.
I don't
Might
mean
have
it.
said that. I don't know.
Ron's too
Nah.
passive to play that other person.
Do you guys? Okay, so here's the
True.
The
test.
new person.
Wait, who's the agent they just had
Sky.
before? It was
guy.
Sky. Okay, so because one problem where with games like this, where you like you're releasing characters, is they usually come out OP. But they did a good job with Sky, right? She's not played that much.
I mean, is that a good job? She's just
That's
not
true.
played.
Maybe they didn't. They should have made her a little bit more powerful than I guess.
I think probably it's just not appealing. Like you can't when you flash, you aren't going to be the one getting the
think-
kills, right? Because you got to be like flashing for teammates. People want to be the ones fragging out. So I think characters like that maybe won't be played as
I
often.
think they need to have
Yeah.
another game mode that is less competitive based for their characters to make sense. Because when your game is strictly, so I know it's built around esports, and I get that, and makes it a great game means they're dedicated to it. But in order for some
Yeah.
of these characters to make sense and to be actually viable and to be actually played, they need to have something that's less competitive. If that makes sense. So you can actually enjoy the
Yeah.
abilities of different characters. Because right now it's like if you're going to win your ranked match, if you don't have this character and this character and this character, you have a lower chance of winning. So people don't play the newer characters as often. The one that
I think there's such a small pool of what are they called, heroes?
agents,
There's such a small pool of agents right now where I think it's like that. But I think once it starts opening up, it's going to be way more versatile.
but the problem is at the pace that they're releasing characters like that, we're going to be
It's true.
37 before that pool is big enough.
It's true, but we're in at the start, dude. We're the OGs.
True.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
They did a good job with Killjoy. Sort of. The
true.
only thing, the only issue
Killjoy.
was
Well, she was a little broken at the
her
start.
nano swarms were too strong. That was really it.
Oh
But-
yeah.
I wonder what the timeline's gonna be like. Do you think everyone's gonna be just raging on the timeline, like, "Wow, this character's so broken"? Like that every time with
Probably.
Smite, like literally Smite, it was so overly broken every single time. And it's the same thing with League of Legends, and Riot makes League, so it's like,
Yeah, I think people just get outplayed because they don't
How to
know
counter it.
like
what's happening,
what to expect.
and then they get angry.
Yeah,
It's probably also hard to balance a character perfectly before seeing like the masses play it.
true.
I think
What are
See
the
how
bugs? Get
how
this
people
guy?
are going to be using them and shit like that.
people are gonna
Yeah.
have to just be thinking more with that character because like you can fake footsteps, you can fake a telly, you can like do all that shit or whatever, go
Yeah.
invisible. You're gonna have to be keen to like, all right, could this be a fake, and just being aware of it. Might be annoying, but that's just
Yep.
because you're not used to it yet. Just player tendency and
Yeah.
how people play certain characters. Like a lot of times on a teleport with Omen, there's a good chance they fake the teleport. So you either comment or you think about
Yeah.
it. So you're not annoyed by it when it happens or doesn't happen because you're expecting it. So it just takes a little time. But she doesn't look like she's broken. She doesn't have anything that's going to be damaging. If you're going to lose a gunfight to her, it's going to be because you lost a gunfight. Now, did you get outplayed leading up to that gunfight? Maybe. But you still had a chance to win the gunfight, plain and simple.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just hope they release characters that make people want to watch. You know what I mean? Like make the characters fun, make it like a spectator sport, so people want to like actually watch and be entertained. Make some highlight plays. Like I think, and I've said this so many times to you guys, but I think Reyna like is so fun to watch. All the Reyna clips are so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Characters like that.
she can go off. I'm sure he'll be
I
the
still
same.
feel the same way to an extent that like I still want them to add another competitive, truly try another competitive game mode as well, because watching the only one they have now, it
Like
can
a-
be very slow paced, and it's not fun for the spectator sometimes.
Like you're thinking like a whole different mode, like a CTF or like
Yeah,
a
something.
domination, like something like that.
Yeah, almost like I hate saying it, almost like the Overwatch, the one where they push the payload. Like, that'd be fun to watch.
Oh, true.
Mm,
Give somebody a shield.
Nah, not all
maybe.
that.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I don't think so
but
either, and
maybe.
it may not be the
I don't
answer.
think it'd ever work with those mechanics.
Yeah,
Just doesn't make sense with the
Oh, that's
mechanics.
true.
I do like variety though. Like with COD, how it's like variant. I do
Mm,
I do
yeah.
like
I'd
that.
rather them work
but-
on more maps than more agents right now. I think that's a big
Yeah.
because everyone's played the same maps, and you can learn a new character.
Well, we've gotten one new map and
Well, two.
two
Two
new
new
agents.
maps.
Ascent came out really fast.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
yeah,
split,
yeah.
bind,
Okay.
Ascent, and
Two new maps and two new agents, right? We got Killjoy and wait, no, three new agents. It's about to be
Killjoy,
four.
Sky, Reyna.
Yeah, it's
And
about to be a four.
Dude, we really don't know Icebox, and we really don't know
Sky.
Sky. Yeah, like we kind of stopped playing when that stuff was
speak
happening.
for yourself, you platinum plebs.
Wow, you're talking to a D1, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm a P3. I
We
don't
can't
know.
even queue together anymore.
Oh shit!
That's another thing, dude. The
So-
queue system is so stupid that you have to be within exactly 3. Like a D1 should be able to queue with a P1, and
I just saw a video talking about the rank system and elo, and you can have like, so the elo resets every rank. So if you're in Radiant, you could be 1 elo, but then if you go down to 0, then you
yeah,
go,
I've
you like hit the lower
Yeah.
rank. But tens is 638 elo in Radiant, and the next closest person is like
so you
320.
could lose.
Oh my
But
god!
the thing is,
Yeesh.
for him, he could lose a ton in a row and he would be out of it. But the thing is, if when he does lose, he loses a ton of elo because he's so high.
Yeah,
That's what like
true.
when
I think he has multiple accounts in Radiant
yeah,
too. I'm pretty
when
sure. People
when
are doing
Face It
that.
comes out, whenever they start actually doing, shut up, phone. When they actually start doing like
Is that me winning
No.
fantasy?
when they start doing outside
Rev's
sources for
crying right now.
competitive, they'll like Face It has for Counter Strike and for like I think they have Call of Duty and all these other games, PUBG. They have an elo system where you can see exactly where your elo is at. That little graph a line graph that shows exactly what your ranking is, how many points you lost in your previous matchup, why you lost a certain amount of points. So I think that'll be good if once they get to that point. If they get to that point, because at least they already have 128
Yeah.
tick servers on Valorant, which is a huge plus.
Yeah, I wish Tarkov had that.
Yeah, they're doing shit
Oh,
right. Dude, and not to go back to Tarkov, but like, what does Tarkov need to do to stay relevant, dude? I wanted to ask you guys that when we were talking about Tarkov originally, but like, it's gonna fall off. Like we all know it's gonna
these
fall
games
off, and
always
it's
do.
like,
These survival.
It's not gonna fall off a cliff to Fall Guys, but I think Rob hit the nail on the head. The longer it gets into the wipe, people are gonna start trickling off because it's gonna get too hard for them because this game isn't made for the weak. That's why CP can't play it.
Oh,
This game is made for the strong-willed, strong-minded David Goggins type of people,
you
right,
guys
Rob?
grinded
Oh,
this
dude,
out
you
last
said David
time. You
Goggins.
got how many videos out of it?
We're gonna get a video this time. It's
We
gonna,
will
Oh,
have a
we
great
could
video.
get
We
videos.
Could
with the
have
amount
had a
of content we
video
have
for
right now.
sure.
yeah,
We just weren't recording anything really last time.
yeah. No, I agree.
Oh,
But I think each wipe, it's we're gonna see the exact same pattern every single time,
They
where it's
just- they
gonna
do so
slowly
much
trickle
right.
down, and then the new wipe's gonna come. Rob's right, the drops are coming back. It's gonna skyrocket back up. It's gonna revolve like that, but it's never gonna completely die.
Yeah.
At least not anytime soon. As long as they keep
Also,
doing what they're doing.
if you ever look at the map when you're picking your map, there's like 4 or 5 locked places that are gonna exist at one point that they
Right.
just haven't released yet.
Like you're saying, more maps.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Cities of Tarkov or whatever it's called is next.
Can you ever actually
which is
escape
be
Tarkov?
overwhelming. Every
Like that's
time,
what you do.
You
Like that's
you
what you do.
extract.
but then
you
you
have to get
go
out.
straight back.
So you
'cause you're
never
a
actually
badass.
hit like a finale. You're gone forever, kind of thing.
Gone forever? No. I
No.
mean, no.
You beat
no.
the game,
You can beat the game,
but
Gotcha.
which is incredibly hard.
Like
Incredibly hard.
CP, you like grindy games, right? Because you liked what's that Halo game?
fantasy or Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny. That you liked
Yeah.
that, right? I mean, it's kind of like that.
I
Like, so
would
much
bet
grind,
money that CP would like
No,
it.
I don't
if
doubt
you
that I
gave-
like it. But
dude. Bet your Corsair stock, dude.
It's the thing that I like about it, man. And I mean, it's not going to Tarkov or rant, but there's nothing like it, and it really doesn't cater to people that are bad at the game at all in any way. Like
You
if
get
Nope.
punished.
you get punished if you're not good,
isn't it just like an
punished,
improved
and
version of
rewarded if you're good.
DayZ?
No, it's different.
It's got so many unique
That's what
mechanics
I mean,
to
but
it.
it's
Everything
like,
about
is-
the game is realistic. Each attachment is realistic in the
Ammo.
game.
You run the wrong ammo, you just get
Like
shit on.
the attachments and ammo are literally real life things. Because the guys that made it like absolutely love guns. They're like gun nuts over in Russia. And yeah, they have everything calculated down to like the freaking decimal point when it comes to like gun physics and stuff.
I wonder, is it the most realistic game that's out right now?
That I know of.
Only thing that's more realistic is probably Arma.
Arma. Okay.
Arma's so realistic that you literally just like sit there and talk to people and like army crawl and like set up your
What?
mortar and like talk
Yeah,
to people.
I did.
Like,
I
plant
played
their trap.
that. I played that with a couple of friends, and it's literally. I think I told you guys this before, but you can become a police officer. In order to become a police officer, you literally have to study for a month. I'm not kidding. Like you go to school to become a police officer in the game.
What?
Yeah, that's how insane
Jesus.
it is. And they have real responsibilities and shit. Like they have shifts that they have to get on and play.
Oh
Like
wow.
it's
It's
crazy.
too far.
Yeah, too far over the edge. But with Tarkov, and it's super realistic. It doesn't like help anybody out. It just throws you to the wolves. And
Yep.
I've never had a game get me on edge like that one.
There
That's
will
true.
never be.
Heart
I
pounds.
don't think the developer will ever implement skill-based matchmaking.
No,
I don't
shouldn't.
think he's that kind of guy.
That's
He
a good
wants
point.
people to suffer.
That's
Which
how
is
it should
good.
be.
Yeah,
It's
which is
random.
good. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You might
Yep.
get into a lobby with a bunch of people that are way better than you and more kidded, or you might get into a lobby with people worse than you. You never know. It's completely random every time.
Or scavs that have aimbot.
Yeah.
Where are we
Alright.
at?
Something I wanted to bring up. Just to go back a couple topics ago, real quick. You guys are talking about mining Bitcoin. I don't.
What?
Oh
Did you guys-
god.
Yo, speaking of bitcoins, that's an
No, that's something I
Tarkov
wanted
too.
to bring up because we're talking about Bitcoins.
True.
Did you guys ever hear about what happened, or did I ever tell y'all? So
With what?
there
What?
was I don't know if it was civil or class action lawsuit, what it would be called, with a program called ESEA, which is like the leader in like setting up servers, matchmaking, and stuff for Counter-Strike for a long time. And they do other games. They do other game modes other than just Counter-Strike, but Counter-Strike was like everyone played ESEA. It's like all the pros played. They all went over to Face It now. But part of the reason they switched over was because ESEA behind closed doors was rooting to people's PCs and utilizing people's graphics cards to mine bitcoins for their company.
Mm,
And they got caught.
What?
Yeah, and people
It's
found out
messed up.
because their computers would randomly like catch fire in the middle of the night, and their graphics cards would get shut down. And finally, it happened to someone, and someone was like, "Yo, something's going on here. I have a great PC." Like went through like his logs for his IP logs and all this stuff, and
that's what happens to
and
Eric.
traced it.
I just
what's
raised my
happening
hand. I
here.
just raised my fucking hand. That's me. That's literally me. I think that's what's happening with my computer
Must be
right now.
Tarkov because of Russia, dude. They use you to get to the voting
Probably.
machines.
Probably. I love them though because of
Oh,
Tarkov.
God.
That is like a pretty common virus, though. People trying to use your computer to make
Yeah.
them money. Because it's pretty easy to use your graphics card to mine Bitcoin. Like you could do it in an hour. Just download the program and set it up.
Good luck actually finding a Bitcoin.
So yeah, it's a common
They have
virus.
warehouses with millions and millions of dollars worth of computers and servers mining that only get
Yeah.
like one Bitcoin like every month.
I saw a video of these dudes that moved to somewhere in Alaska to set up one of those Bitcoin farms just because it's always freezing cold.
Yep.
And you got to cool that shit like a
Oh
mofo.
my god.
So they just have a giant warehouse out in Alaska,
Okay.
Damn.
Also, I want to
just cranking out
throw
money.
this out there. A little fun fact that this shit blew my mind when I found this out. Did you guys know that the way we are connected through the internet? So the reason why like we have wireless internet, right? That connects us to our ISP or whatever. And when we connect to someone from like Europe or Australia or whatever, there are tubes that run through the bottom of the ocean with fiber cables that connect our internet to the other countries physically.
Yep.
I've seen something like that before,
Yes.
and it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. That shit. Yes, we're not just
Rob, can you confirm?
I can confirm.
we're not.
So
Really?
wait, you're telling me
Yeah.
that there are tubes in the ocean that connect like that many
Yes.
miles?
Like
All-
us
I
to
mean, we're
Hawaii.
talking about thousands
Yes,
and
all
thousands
the
of
way,
miles.
and they're protected. But
When the fuck when did they do that?
No, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Aliens.
Did it, dude.
Aliens
Like,
did
what
it.
if someone decided like
Probably aliens.
they just want to go like blow up a portion of that thing with a torpedo? But I guess
true.
they
Shocked
have
that hasn't
multiple that
happened.
connect. There's like it's like a highway system, and sometimes they do go out
What?
and they have to like fix them.
Yeah, I think there's always another route.
And
We're talking about like light speed, so it doesn't matter that much if it takes another
they
route.
say that when something does go wrong, the majority of the time it's on like where the actual connection goes into the server system in America or over there. It's not in the pipeline. It's usually like actually at the physical address of the end of the wire, where the issues end up being at most of the time. Yeah, that shit blew my mind.
It's no wonder if there's ever any catastrophic event, everything is going down, and then
Oh,
no
for
one
sure.
is going to know how to put it back together.
And it goes back
Apocalypse,
to that.
You talking about the power grid, dude.
power grid, and
Take
then
out the power grid, we're all
Dude,
hoes.
it goes back to the Joe Rogan podcast when he said, "What would happen? Like, take away this fucking internet and shit. You just gave a guy a rock and a stick, put him in the woods, and said, recreate it all. We're fucking stupid. I wouldn't." He's like, "I wouldn't know where to start." I wouldn't either. It's
For
like
sure.
cell phones.
No.
How do you make a thing connect to another thing with no physical thing connecting them? Like, what's a wire? How do you make that work? And I'm like, this thing was like, he's fucking
Dude,
right.
we lose everything. I'm freaking out because I don't have a gun, dude. Not kidding. I'm literally driving to Josh's house and being, yo, give me a gun.
He'll be ready.
Josh
He'll
would
be like,
ready.
"Hey, Ron."
He's
He'll
like,
literally be
"You're
holding a
party
shotgun.
I've been waiting for you."
You guys,
Oh man, maybe we pick up Eric on the way. I feel like Eric would be ready with guns too.
I'm 100% ready. I have a side of my family that is well prepared for something like that.
you guys hear about his name's Jarod Nandin, World of Warcraft guy, like the main guy, the guy that South Park made their character about.
Oh, really?
Oh, what?
The
No. Yo,
Fat
does he
dude sitting
stream?
in the chair, leaning back.
No, he
The
passed
pimples.
away today. To
Oh,
yeah, to
God.
COVID. He's like he's like iconic in the World of Warcraft scene, and he was in South Park because they made like when they were referred to like gaming and stuff. He was like just, I hate saying like this, but just big fat old like bald guy, huge, just leaned back with sodas on his desk and everything. Like what everyone portrays gamers to look like.
Type.
Yeah. Well, he passed away today.
Yeah.
I was
Damn.
like, that guy has
So,
been in the scene forever. Fucking sucks. COVID shit sucks.
Yep.
a very random thing right there.
We can end with that, end with the low note.
A moment of silence. A moment of silence for our man.
All right.
We all
I
don't
can't
play
take
World of
this
Warcraft.
anymore.
Thank you.
We all don't play.
Yep. Well, also, you should not have said he was in World of Warcraft or South Park.
Why?
That's all I can think about is that scene in South Park.
I
Or
think I
that
know
whole
this scene and
episode.
I've never seen it.
They all are in Cartman's basement getting super fat, playing WoW.
Mom,
It's really funny.
I got shit.
Yeah, Cartman just starts shitting his pants like in
She's feeding him while he plays.
Did not watch that
That
show.
might be one of the best South Park episodes to ever exist.
That's like when I was a kid, my parents, there's no fucking way in hell I could. Like, that's a show I couldn't watch.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Like, I remember I went over to Eric's house. You remember Eric, Rob?
Eric's
Yeah.
face when you said that. His eyes
I
are
was like, wait, what?
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, different Eric. And he had that on, and I felt like so fucking cool that I was watching that because I knew my parents, like, there's just no way.
Eric with a K.
That's
Real
the wrong way to
spell
do
it.
it. No, it's fucking not, dude. That's not the right way
That's
to
how
spell
you
it.
start off.
Everyone
That's how you
knows
start.
C.
That's how you start off Erica.
Dude, you want to know why it's the right way? Is because whenever I say my name, like, oh, what's your name? Or someone that has to write it down or something like that or spell it right, they always spell it the right way. I don't have to say Eric with a C. People that have a K have to say it's Eric with a K. All right? That's how you know my way is the right way.
Okay,
It's
good
true.
point.
That is true.
You could say.
Dude,
That's like
Go ahead.
Sarah with an H, Rob. Sarah deals with that shit.
she
Or you
does.
could say that YouTuber.
She's got
He
no
spells it
H.
right. He spells it AIRRACK. That's his YouTube name.
That's probably the right way.
That's
Wait, a C and a K?
it's just his YouTube name. He spells it AIRRACK. He started his channel like January 1st last year at 0 subs and wanted to prove that you could get 1 million subs in a year in 2020, and he did.
God damn.
spent
Yo, you guys should prove that to me. Let's get a
He
million.
spent
subs.
his.
True.
Have you seen some of the shit he did? Like sneaking into Justin Bieber's wedding, snuck into both Jake Paul and Logan.
Oh,
yeah.
that dude. You were
Yeah.
telling me about that dude, actually.
He spent.
Yeah.
he went like on to, like December 20th and didn't leave until like December 28th or 29th. 8 days he live streamed straight on an island until he reached 1 million subs for his last 100K.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So if we can find an island, maybe we can get to 100.
You sorting your inventory, Eric?
I got Jimmy
Unbelievable.
John's waiting for me, dude, in the kitchen. I gotta eat some Jimmy John's, man.
All right, Ron,
Been
send us off.
waiting an hour
You know
and
what? All
20
right,
minutes.
the send off. Tell me your Jimmy John's order. Go, Eric.
Bootlegger Club.
What is that? Is that bacon
It's
on that?
turkey. No, turkey, roast beef, like lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise.
Turkey Tom, leave the bread in, add hot peppers.
Ooh.
Wait, what'd you say? Leave the bread?
Yeah, well, they
What does
used
that
to
mean?
like scoop the bread out, you know? So
Oh,
it's just like a shell.
no, I know
and
what you
you have to
mean.
tell them to
Oh.
You
leave
could tell them
in,
to do that.
but now they leave it in by default.
Okay. Well, shit.
And then
all
hot
right.
peppers on top.
I'd have to look at the menu because
Oh,
no,
no.
hear me out, because where the bars that we have, there was a place called Pita Pit right next to it. That was like the place to go to. When I do get sandwiches from places, I go to Firehouse Sub because they're straight fire.
There's a firehouse by us.
And
Okay.
then when I do eat Jimmy John's, most of the time it's because we get catered Jimmy John's for our sporting events at the middle school or at the high school. Whenever I have to do the high school games, we get Jimmy John's sandwiches, but we don't get to choose. They just have like basic lettuce, cheese, tomatoes sandwiches, or turkey
Yeah.
or ham. So I'd have to look at the
By the
menu.
way, Ron, quiz question.
No. Tarkov question or no?
Nope. First place outside of Illinois with a DP dough.
Outside of Illinois, there's one in Champaign, but that's in Illinois. I mean, I don't know. Indiana?
Denver.
What?
wow.
I haven't been there yet.
Are you
But, yeah.
kidding me? It's the same place?
Same owners, yeah.
What are the
Crazy.
chances? Did I tell
No.
you DP Dough is getting a rooftop bar?
No, that's actually sick.
They're gonna make so much money because everyone goes
Yeah.
there drunk already, and they're just gonna keep
You
drinking.
guys need to try Freebirds whenever you guys are down south. I don't know if they have them around y'all at all. Freebirds burrito.
Nope.
No.
Oh, they're amazing. When you guys come to Texas to play golf, we're gonna get some Freebirds on me.
Hell yeah.
Actually, Rob, just bring the 200 that you scammed us for, and you'll buy it.
Brenna just said that is not true. LOL.
What?
We got
Brenna watching.
we got a
Damn.
fraud.
No,
Damn.
Sarah's brother Ian told me this, and he's from Champaign.
She a compulsive liar?
You better be
Nope.
telling the truth.
I'm looking it up now.
All right. I mean, we can start the next episode with that.
To be
All
continued.
right,
To be continued.
sounds good.
All right, Ron, sign us out.
All right. What I did the
Sign
Jimmy
us out, Ron.
Give us a
any
quote,
more.
dude.
Goodbye, stream. Oh, when passion peaks, it runs deep.
DP Dough, Denver, Colorado, 1228
Oh,
East
okay,
Colfax
goodbye.
Avenue.
You're wrong,
go.
bro.